Good morning and welcome to the news. There is a lot of big headlines today. I'm your host, Mikey. Welcome to the big news. There is huge things happening when I can't stream once again. Big things happening when I can't stream once again. Somebody forgot to pay some big bills. Somebody else realized the Spanish Inquisition wasn't that great. Someone else forgot to pay something else, which is way more important. When it comes to taxes, I would avoid not avoiding it. And finally, the big headline is Total War Warhammer 3 just trash. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Mikey. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you to Mercenary for starting us off with that gifted membership. This is your most independent news source on the internet. And it's the place to be on a Wednesday morning. So welcome to the stream. It's going to be a short stream today. I'm afraid. I do apologize. Just to warn you in advance. Short stream, no painting, no Bob Ross today. I have a really big project to finish, and I really need to finish it today. You might notice there's been no videos on the channel for a little while. It's because I've been working on something else. So today, it's a short stream. We've got some really big headlines to go over, but what I like to do before I go over the big headlines is say hello to chat. Good morning, chat. Bring me your biggest headline you've had today or in the past 2 days that I don't know, and spam it in chat right now. I need to know every single headline because this is the fastest stream you've ever seen. Okay, good morning. Hello, Mercenary Q and Lambo Paints. Good morning to you. Thank you for helping me test my bot. It's so I know the chat's working. It's so I know this working on screen, because sometimes it doesn't. I knew it'd be late. I wasn't late. I was literally on time. I just ran downstairs and realized I forgot my cup, so I couldn't make a coffee. Who else have we got? Congress Stewie, good morning to you. So late. I wasn't late. I was bang on time. Bases and Bases, good morning, gang. Good morning to you, morning, gang. Morning news, gang. Welcome. Late storm, Jordan says. I'm not late. I was 1 minute late. Shut up. Riverside and Diawag, good morning to you, good gentleman. Mr. Man, good morning to you. Hello. Decknull, good morning. Salstar, going to love and leave us. I've got a really big project. I kind of spoiled a little bit of in Discord. I spoiled a little bit on Monday. I've got to finish it today. Okay. So I can't stream until like 3. I've got to stream until like 12. Hobby related news? No, any news. Okay. Any news. Here's a question. Are Virtus Praetors better than Alaris? No. Alaris are better. Breaking news. I'm considering a new army. Detnal, is that not army number 17? Are we at that point yet? I need to slide this way. Are we not at army number 17 now? Is that what we're saying? Been practicing cooking. No, but speaking of, today is the last day to vote, okay? In the video suggestions tab on Discord, !Discord should work fine. I'll just reply to this so it comes up. Last day of voting. On the Discord, we currently have a poll for Friday stream, which is obviously where we're going to be taking our culinary skills to the extreme, okay? Which case cooking video do we follow on Friday? A different spaghetti bolognese, Mexican food, special fried rice, Rizzler, or a different lasagna? On Friday evening, this will be coming, this will be happening, okay? I'll be following a case cooking video from start to finish, word for word, step by step. So if you haven't voted already, please go and vote. You get to decide which video will be following along, because currently it is special fried rice, which I'm not surprised at, okay? Currently, more than half the votes are special fried rice. Or just over half, literally. If you would like to see special fried rice confirm that win, make sure you go vote. And if you'd like something else, make sure you go for that as well, because we do have a vote for Rizzler. So every video has at least one person who wants to see it. So on Friday evening, sorry, breaking news. Friday evening, that is the plan for the stream. So if you haven't already, please go and vote. That would be really cool, just so I know which one I'm going to do. I'm ending the votes today because I need to go and order all the things, okay? Who else have we got? Morning, Mr. Glitch. I need to leave because of work later. Mesno Q, bin it off. Bin it off. Man bikes dog. Who bought a dog? Who bought a dog? Fuck them. Fuck them bastards. Anyway. Turns out Kemi Bednock lied about not paying the post office scandal victims. Who's Kemi Bednock? Damn it, I'm late. See, Dunra's late. That's crazy. That's crazy. The other armies don't count with a very different game system. That's what I always used to tell people. And then I realized I had too many armies. That special fried rice sounds like it might kill you. It might. And that's what we're doing Friday. That's the plan. You're so lucky tuna tacos was an option. She fried mayonnaise and sour cream for them. Grow. Oh, man. I felt gross cheesy one of those travesties. They are all awful, to be fair. Christ, don't put that in your title or the Rev will be kicking your back doors in. Listen, I'm a tax evading expert, okay? Because I'm going to be talking about tax evasion. I'm not going to teach you how to do it. Or maybe I will. Who knows? But it is just a joke. Someone told me, said, why don't you put tax avoidance? It's because I'm not trying to show you how to do tax avoidance. I'm talking about tax evading. You need to order the black garlic. I do need to order some new garlic so I can eviscerate it in a wok. I don't actually own a wok, so I need to order one. So, anyway, news flash. Let's do some quickfire headlines, okay? Short stream today, I'm afraid. You can teach tax avoidance, but tax evasion might get you in trouble. Yeah, I'm not going to be teaching anyone how to do tax evasion. Probably. Allegedly. Allegedly. I'll be taking tips from the best, okay? I'll be taking tips from the best today. Okay. Headlines. Headlines. All right. The biggest trailer of the year is arrived out of nowhere. Because today at 2:30 or 2 p.m. Elden Ring will be finally showing us the Shadow of the Erdtree gameplay trailer. It is happening on YouTube at 2 today. Or 2:30 it says here now. That's why I got confused. At 2:30, oh, there's a 30-minute countdown. Oh, that's why. At 3 p.m. today, Elden Ring will be finally showing off the Shadow of the Erdtree gameplay trailer, which has been a long time coming. It actually comes off the back of Elden Ring. Sorry, it actually comes off the back of From Software actually buying themselves out from Sony. I should have had that prepared, but I didn't. From Soft ownership news. If I could get the runner boy, if I could get the runner to get the update of the news of the Elden Ring thing. Hopefully this is right. I'm just relying on this. So Sony and Tencent now own a combined 30% stake in From Somewhere. Tencent taking 60% from. That's not right. That's from 2022. Anyway, From Software own themselves now. They lost 30%. They sold it to Sony and Tencent. And now they own the full amount. And then like a week after, they've announced the Elden Ring DLC trailer. Okay? They announced the Elden Ring DLC like 2 years ago, it felt like. And the trailer is finally here. And it is happening today at 3 o'clock. Okay? As you can see, there are 24,000 people waiting for a 3-minute trailer that happens in 4.5 hours. Because this is actually at 3 p.m. because there's a 30-minute countdown, which is very weird. So if you are an Elden Ring player or you are an Elden Ring fan, today's the day. The Shadow of the Erdtree DLC is finally getting a reveal. Elden Ring board game. Elden Ring board game won't be happening for another couple of months. My Elden Ring board game is still on its way. Never played Elden Ring. Is it worth it? It's very, very good. It's like one of the best games ever made. Okay. It's not as good as Dark Souls, but it's pretty good. So that is the first headline. If you're an Elden Ring player, an Elden Ring fan, the Elden Ring DLC is finally getting the reveal trailer today, okay, at 3 p.m. Make sure you tune in to that if you are interested. Next headline. We need to remember to pay bills, guys, okay? As much as we're all poor in a recession, it's all dog shit. People need to remember to pay bills, including Games Workshop. Because, as pointed out by Discourse Minis, Warhammer Plus was not renewed for an hour. So, a few days ago, Warhammer Plus was an open URL that was available to buy if you were fast enough on 123 Reg, which is quite funny. Games Workshop really doesn't care anymore about Warhammer Plus. They forgot to renew the domain. So, obviously, you have Warhammer TV that is a redirect to warhammerplus.com. So Warhammer Plus was an open URL for a little while, for a couple of hours, which is very, very funny. It wasn't available to buy. You could try and buy it. You could get this domain. It was parked for free, but they forgot to renew it. Okay. Okay. Andy's correcting me. You couldn't actually buy it. So, anyway, so make sure you pay your bills, because if you don't, this is what it looks like, which is very funny. So make sure you actually bother paying your bills, unlike Games Workshop, because they didn't bother. There wasn't much more information, but it was down for about an hour until it went back up. And then now it's just like a normal redirect. It's still funny, though. It is quite funny. It is quite funny. This is getting annoying. Shut up. So that was like some real quite funny things that have happened. Obviously, Elden Ring DLC is super exciting. If you're an Elden Ring player, I'll probably end up playing it on stream if I get it on the day, which I imagine probably will be, as long as it's working okay. Because Elden Ring is like a super fun game. When I first got Elden Ring, I think I started streaming it, and Georgie was away, and I started playing at like 5, and I came off at like 4 in the morning or something. News, it was down till it wasn't. That's true. There's a lot of news like that, I'm afraid, because I only do news once a week, which is proving difficult. If I did daily news, it would be fine. But I'm doing news once a week, which is more difficult. What about Wayland? We'll get on to that, Daniel. Don't worry. Elden Snooze. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Both get you in trouble. That's Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr was actually doing tax evasion, though. Jimmy Carr was actually doing tax evasion. Anyway, the Spanish Inquisition couldn't settle this one alien because in Spain, a giant tyrannid float appeared. I don't know if you've heard of this. It was posted by Wargaming yesterday. Massive Warhammer 40k tyrannid float invades Spanish Carnival. The Els Grillats community group unleashed 2 gigantic tyrannid aliens at the Carnival. Carnaval de Theyre endings in Catalonian village of Torello. On Saturday, February 10th, 2 5-meter-tall Warhammer 40k tyrannid monsters rampaged through the carnival in a tiny town of Torello near Barcelona. The enormous carnival float was the work of a local community group, Els Grillats, whose members overlap with the local wargaming society. Look at that. That looks so sick. That's so good. Wargamer owes thanks to Warhammer 40k fan and Torello resident Alexander Levado I Campus, who shared photos of the enormous tyrannid monster on social media and provided a local perspective on this awesome community craft project thanks to Els Grillats for the use of their photographs. It literally means their cricket's light-hearted Catalan slang for being crazy. Campus explains that they're one of the biggest groups in Torello Village and 9-time winners of the carnival. 360 of their members participated in the street parade and handmade parasite costumes, in inverted commas. Look how sick that looks. That looks so good. Look, no, it's a crap picture. Can't zoom in. Never mind. It looks sick. The float was about a virgin world of Gritalia Galaxy, which is about to be invaded by parasites, the members of the parade. The 2 Tyranids, Mother and Warrior, who are already on the planet, which results in fight. The invading parasites end up being enslaved. Right, okay, sound. Was there 2, though? Or is it just 2 of the same one? Unsurprisingly, there's some overlap between the members of Els Grillats and the local tabletop gaming society called Helheim Osana, which plays 40k Kill Team and other miniature war games. Look at me, we're mainstream now. Need to get the Trump Emperor one and play the Biggies 40k game. It's a shame the Trump Emperor one was really cringe. This one's fun. These monsters might be the biggest 40k scratch builds ever made. Campus explains how community groups make this kind of float. They usually consist of an iron skeleton, paper, cardboard, and polyurethane, and then painted and decorated with light speakers and other impressive effects. The warrior could even breathe smoke. Holy shit. Local TV station L9 TV has this footage from the carnival. Hello. Footage, please. Oh, look, there's one. I think. That looks like one.
És la colla dels grillats, la cinquena ja d'aquesta categoria A que fa acte de presència avui aquí al carrer Sant Miquel. Uns grillats també amb 360 persones a la comparsa amb aquest títol. Un nou món.
It looks fun. It looks crazy.
Però amb uns paràsits hem de lluitar i amb una explosió de color ens volen...
Oh, here it is. Holy shit, that's massive. Holy fuck. That is fucking... That's a fucking card effects coming around the corner. What the fuck?
D'aquesta colla que es diu Grillatia i que ens presenten amb una pregunta. Diu, podria una cosa...
Look at the size of that fucking...
realment guanyar una lluita per la supervivència a Grillatia? Doncs ara...
They got a little Tyranid there. A little Tyranid cross thing. It's got the Tyranid arms. They might be... I imagine they were like prototypes of the big one, you know? Show me the big fucker. Show me. Go up, go up, go up. No! Come to the Tyranid!
Joder, ja podeu comprovar, aquí va amb leds. Està bé guai. De Torelló. Aquí sobre vivim. Molt bé, molt bé. Doncs res, que passeu amb el carnaval. Aquí hi ha uns nois molt vergonyosos.
Freaking nets, yeah.
Però bueno. Ets el representant d'ells? Sí, sóc el representant. L'any que ve anirem amb un carro, prepararem alguna guai, una comparsa o alguna segur que farem. Va, doncs us esperem l'any que ve. Perfecte. Bon any.
Doncs bon any també per ells i com deia...
Look at it. Shall I skip forward a little bit? I don't want to miss it, but also it's going very slow. Oh, some more close-ups here, to be fair. I'll skip forward a few minutes. Not to be rude, I don't understand what they're saying, so that's a problem. Look at the fucker! Look how huge that is! That's so sick! That's so sick! Hurry up. Come on. Come on now. Show me big monster. Look at the size of it. That is fucking... That is like a story tall. I love that you're dancing, but I don't want to see you. I want to see the Tyranid. I don't have the energy for these things. Could you dance around for 6 hours while slowly floating about? It is cool, yeah, but it's very long. Look at that. Give me a close-up of the Tyranid. Go away! I don't care about you. I only care about Warhammer. I do not care about the Wargaming. Oh, there it got up. What the fuck? How did it appear so quickly? Look at the size of that diorama. That is the biggest diorama you'll ever see. Wow. Oh shit, there's two on there. There's two on there. There's the fucking... Is it a Tervagon? There's a warrior-esque thing. And a Tervagon, maybe? What scale is this? Mate, that's so good. Wow, look at that. Wow, that's insane. Look at the people next to it. Look at the people next to it as well. That's just like full scale, just how big it is. That's huge. I think they would get a proper close up to it now. This is what the Joy Toy range will be in 5 years. That is insanely cool. It's very, very cool, that. And look at the people riding in the back. I didn't even notice that. They made it a fucking ride. I like how it jiggles with the beat. Big beat, mate. That does look pretty hype, actually. All of that is pretty hype. I'm pretty sure this song isn't copyright because I'm pretty sure it's Prodigy. I'm pretty sure this song is by Prodigy. So if this gets if I get taken down right now, chat, okay, you'll never learn the secrets of tax evading. So don't let them. It's just a cover, YouTube bots. It's just a cover, okay? It's not a real song. It is just a cover of a song. Wait, how would they play that on YouTube? Slanesh worshippers celebrate killing a card effects colorized. Never thought I'd see the day where a Tyrannid float is playing and flashing in time with Prodigy. But here we are in 2024, having the best time. Also, sorry about the flashing lights. If anyone at home is watching, I didn't realize there were going to be insanely flashing lights, but we are watching a rave, so... Well, out for the beat drop. What if the Tyrannid just explodes and loads more Tyrannids appear? That would be sick. He's blowing smoke! The Tyrannids are blowing smoke! Oh, mate! Smack my Fexor! Oh, mate, that is so cool. Mate, that is so sick. Exploding smoke spores. Yeah, it's just bringing spores onto everyone. So everyone's going to become a G-Stealer. Whee! Everyone becomes a G-Stealer. Man, that's so sick. Oh, I do wonder why it's jiggling. Is that just because of the skeleton, or is it supposed to? You know? Oh my god, now we got satisfaction, Jesus Christ. That's so cool. Are we disappointed there's no Prodigy fight scene in Camel's 40k series? Is he going to do something else? More smoke? Or just bounce in the beat? Well, he's probably bounced with everyone dancing. Yeah, true. I'm a bit jealous. We don't get anything like this in the UK. We get fuck all. I've never seen a float before. In real life. With my own eyes. There's one right there, but you know. Does the float do anything else, or is that it? I just want to get my biomass in... biomass in bio. Oh, that's a good tweet. Jordan, you mind if I tweet that? Have I ever been outside? Only twice. I've had such good tweets this week. I just need one more. Biomass in bio. Bio in ass. Biomass. Bro, I don't have Twitter, go for it. I'm like thinking biomass in bio. But you're saying bio twice. Bio ass. I'm trying to work out how to do it. Now I'm just going to have to search on Twitter, ass in bio. This is going to go badly. I'm not showing this on screen. Oh my god! That was a bad idea! Oh no! I just want the format of ass in bio meme! Oh. And then playing this straight afterwards. Ass in bio Twitter meme. I just need the format. That's so sick. I had a good one. I had a good one the other day. It's got 1,000 likes, I think. Have you seen, if you're on Twitter, have you seen the, what would you do with these, what would you do with this space memes? You know? Have you seen these ones? Okay, all the big guys in the comments, now tell me what would you do with the space like this? I know, because it came from this, which came from another one. And it's just people making memes. Like the best place to put a trophy. The best place is the quotes, but you can't get quotes easily. And then someone posted this one, and I was like, easy, put Warhammer there. And it's got like 1,000 likes. It's pretty mental, actually. But those memes are pretty funny. So I need a biomass in bio meme. Pride usually have flows. I've never been to Pride, like a Pride parade. What's the Tony gonna do now? Fuck me, imagine living there. Imagine living there, that'd be awful. They're just fucking loving it. They love this shit. Look at it go. Here come the spores. Look at all these infected people with Tyranid spores having a great time. Maybe I want to be infected. Shift starts at 6. I just want me fucking bed. I didn't realize we had a full video. This is so sick. Does the float? I think the float moves on in a minute. It does. It's on its way out. Look at that Tyranid bussy though. This is so cool. I wish how much MDMA was consumed. Maybe that's what the Tyranid spouted out, you know? Then you got the Tervigon in the back as well. The Tervigon's really cool because of the fact that you can sit in it, look. They're like dancing in the back of a Tervigon. So good. So good. And I presume that's the generator powering the whole thing. And the poor bloke at the back having to pull it along. Anyway, I think that's it for the Warhammer theme part of the carnival. But that was really sick. That was really cool. The dancing parasites, that's also quite cool. I like that. Because they were all dressed up, weren't they, as well? The carnival has operated since 1978 and is one of the biggest in Catalonia. It draws 60,000 tourists to tiny Theyre, which normally has a population of just 15,000. Wow. There are 3 events during the week-long festival El Pulasu, in which people feast around a giant penis and a giant vagina. The Senoretes y Homenots, I'm sorry about the pronunciation, in which men and women cross-dress, and El Rua, the street parade for carnival floats. Okay. Floats come from every corner of Osana region, but mostly from Theyre and the neighbouring villages of San Vince de Theyre and San Per de Theyre. I'm so good at pronunciation, guys. We see some big 1.4K projects like this 28 scale imperative site. We've never seen anything as massive as El Garant's parade float. We'll see Nids face off against a Space Marine Rhino permanently on station outside Warm World. That would be sick. So anyway, if you missed it, we just watched these parades and the party. So cool. Very, very cool. Thanks to Wargaming for sharing the article, and well done to Els Grilats, I think is the group name. Yeah, well done to Els Grilats in Spain for building these fucking huge floats. They're so sick. So creative, so cool, and just look amazing. That's really, really cool. Superbly painted. Yeah, the paint job's really nice. You know? Obviously, when you get to that scale, you can like get away with a lot more. A lot of rattle can work, but like even like the highlights on the carapace and like the blending on the skin, really nice. So yeah, shout out to Wargamer, where we got the article from. Like well done to Tim. Tim's a lovely chap, really, really lovely bloke. Thanks for doing the story on that. That's really, really cool. So thanks for bringing that to our attention. Need you build one for your next event? I'm fucking busy. Look at it. Look at the state of it. Like, fuck. I was like, I could 3D print that, but Jesus Christ. That would be a long, long project. So, anyway, shout out to Wargamer once again for showing... Oh, wrong button. Thanks to Wargamer once again for sharing the news. Really appreciate you. Okay. And the final headline, I know we've quickfired through them. We've very much quickfired through them. You know? We've gone through some important headlines today, but you're all here for the tax evasion, okay? And I understand. Everybody wants to avoid paying taxes, you know? I get it. Taxes suck. However, one way to not tax avoid, because I am your resident expert in tax evasion... One way to not avoid paying taxes is to just not bother. The worst thing you can do if you're trying not to pay taxes is to just not pay them. Okay? Because what happens when you do that is your company gets wrote off. Just like what happened to Wayland Games yesterday. Now, I've reached out for comment and I've not heard back just yet. And no ill will towards Wayland Games. However, this was dropped in my Discord doorstep yesterday. That Wayland Games is currently being put on notice of being shut down because of the first Gazette. Which basically means if you don't submit your taxes on time and you don't answer the late notice and say, hello, sorry, we're going to be a bit late. There's an automated system that says your company will be struck off the register in 2 months because in the UK we have a company register. Okay, everyone who has a company or a business in the UK is on the company's house, and Wayland Games is one of them. And it's an automated system, so if you don't pay your taxes on time, you get a notice basically saying if you don't if the company's done because you haven't submitted your taxes, we will close the company off the company's house because it's not an operational company. And this is exactly what's happened to them. So it's basically, this is saying that Wayland Games, unless they hear back from them in 2 months, they will be shut down. They will be struck off the register. They will not be a company no more. Obviously, Wayland Games are quite a big company. I didn't realize just how big Wayland Games was. Okay. I didn't realize just how big Wayland Games was. Also, don't worry, I've been keeping up. I'm hot off the press. Okay. How confirmed is this? It's on Wayland Games Limited company's house information. Okay. So, I'm not saying Wayland Games is shutting down. I'm saying Wayland Games haven't submitted their taxes. Okay. Or they've let the people know that they've not submitted their taxes yet. which is quite surprising because Wayland Games is not a small company. And I didn't realize just how big this company is because it's a UK company. So their profits and losses are very public. Okay. Their profits and losses are very public. As you can see, in 2021, they made nearly £6 million before tax. Okay. So as you can see, the gross profit was almost £14 million in 2021, up from 10 million in 2020. Profit before tax was close to £6 million before they had to pay their taxes, which they had not submitted, which is very funny. And the shareholder funds, basically meaning that's how much I'm pretty sure shareholder funds, if I remember correctly, is their profit before tax plus what they have in the bank, which means they have around 4 million sat in a bank. So Wayland have a lot of money, but they didn't bother submitting their taxes on time. So essentially what you can see when you look at the overview for Wayland Games is that their accounts are overdue because they're due by the 18th of December 2023, and obviously it is February 21st, so they have not submitted. So this doesn't mean that the company is going to go, because as you can see, if you look at the filing history, the compulsory strike-off, which is what we just looked at, the first gazette of compulsory strike-off, what we've just looked at, has been discontinued. So since yesterday, someone's received the first gazette of the notice of compulsory strike-off, and they have phoned up to say, excuse me, no, we are a company, please give us a minute, okay? So Wayland Games isn't going anywhere, but it was funny that their company was threatened to strike off because they didn't submit their taxes, okay? So here's my biggest piece of advice for evading paying tax. Don't not pay it. That's the worst thing you can do. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. So that is the tax evasion expert advice. Expert advice number 1. Don't not pay your tax, okay? If you are watching this in court, sorry, it was all a big joke. Mikey, understand? Good luck, mate. But essentially, they didn't submit on time. They didn't respond to the notices saying they haven't submitted on time. They didn't respond to the fines, which is not expensive, you know. They're like 150 quid usually for a late fee. But this is a big company. I'm just going off my own experience. Because they didn't respond to the warning saying that you haven't submitted. They didn't submit on time. They didn't respond to the warnings. Basically, the automated system will go, well, this company's clearly not operating, so we'll be taking it off the register in 2 months unless we hear otherwise. And now we've had a notice. They've had a notice saying, no, we are a company. That's why the compulsory strike of action has been discontinued. So if they don't still do it, they will get into a lot of trouble. But they've essentially asked for an extension now. So as of yesterday, that was the news. They hadn't paid their taxes. As of today, they've alerted that they're going to be doing it. Which I thought was quite funny. Especially because they're quite big in the wargaming community right now. A lot of people are being advertising Wayland Games. Because they're obviously doing really well. They're obviously a massive company. And they're doing again, I didn't realize just how big they were. If they've got they're making 6 million a year, that's crazy money. I thought they were like a relatively small warehouse, you know, but they're making 6 million a year, which is insanely good. So yeah, a lot of YouTubers are promoting them. A lot of YouTubers are working quite closely with Wayland Games. I've got no issue with Wayland Games. These things happen. And this is just a case of somebody, the accountant, the person who's supposed to post them, the person who's supposed to submit them, hasn't submitted them and hasn't dealt with it. It's not like them just suddenly not paying taxes. They've clearly just had a cock up with the submission and then the warnings, which is just a bit funny. Because everybody gets a late warning, you know, it's just one of those things. You get a late warning, nothing happens, you just sort it. I've had a late warning once for not submitting my taxes, but I actually submitted them. But because there was such a back, during COVID, because so many people started businesses, everything got delayed. So I got automated late notices, and I was crying to my accountant, what's going on? And he was just like, don't worry about it. Everybody's getting these because there's like a huge backlog of like submissions because they all come through a lot of the time. They all come through at the same time. So it's quite normal, but to ignore the late fines and then the late notice and then the, hey bro, we're going to do this. And then for it to go to First Gazette, it's just a bit funny. So, like he confirms that Wayland Games investigation for tax fraud. I'm not saying they're committing tax fraud. I'm not saying they're evading taxes. I'm saying the worst thing you could do to try and evade taxes is to not pay it. Maybe Wayland Games want to do that. I don't know. I want to clarify their accounts, which is their thing they misfiled, is not linked to their taxes, different wheelhouse of law. Okay, thank you guys. So they didn't submit their account to pay taxes. They probably might have paid taxes. They haven't submitted their accounts. Okay. Don't support companies who don't pay their fair share. I'm not saying they're not paying their fair share. I'm saying they haven't submitted their accounts. I've coined it as taxes. They just haven't submitted them yet. That's all. It's more like they haven't submitted their accounts. If you need inside info about how company's house works, hit me up. Still got most info rocking around the old brain. I don't know how often this will happen, but if it does, I will hit you up, guys. I don't understand how they're doing so well, considering they are so shit to customers. Like, I know they used to have a bad rep, but I've not heard much recently. You know? Doing their accounts like they said their orders out maybe tomorrow, mate. Oh, man. What's this balance reporting making more sensationalism? Was overdue in December. Yeah, exactly. So they basically haven't submitted their accounts. Is that them trying to avoid tax? Probably not. It just means they've had a cock up. But I just thought it was quite funny, especially because it's such a lot. If it's a small company that's making like $1,000 a year, you're like, all right, whatever. No one cares. But this is like a big company, you know? 6 million in profit before tax is quite a lot of money to be making. You know? Especially when like markup on Games Workshop is so low. That just shows you how much they're shipping out, you know? HMRC tried to fine me 1,000 for later taxes. Then I reminded them it was for my deceased father. Unsurprisingly, they cancelled the charges. Jesus Christ, that's dog shit. The amount of companies who are late on filing their accounts keeps their entirety of company's house running off fines alone. That's quite funny. They're rubbish. I uploaded Legions for them and never got it. Just no transparency. Is that not an issue with Legions though, rather than Wayland? Or were they just like not clear about it? But wasn't Legions out of stock for months? I love Wayland, most efficient free. So I think it's definitely quite mixed, I would say. They have fingers in a lot of pies. That's where their money is coming in from. Interesting. It's not from selling hobby. Interesting. I don't know much about Wayland's other things that are going on. So I could probably find out scanning the company's house, but you know. Sounds like TV license notices. They spam everyone. Yeah, it's all automated. That's why, Lambo. I said I had one, but I'd submitted. It's just because they hadn't got round to it yet. You have to say allegedly. You do have to say allegedly. I got the same thing. Yeah, like the late fees are really scary, but it's just because for me, there was huge backlogs. You know? Like I said, I've got an accountant. Best money I spend a year, okay? Like, they're not cheap, but they're the best money I spend all year. They're so good. I just go, here's all the Warhammer I've bought this year, right? And here's all the money I've made, okay? It's not a great deal. It doesn't add up, I know. All right, we're in the minus again. It all doesn't add up. What can we do? And he's like, I got you, fam. And then he just does it. And then he's like, he phones me up and he goes, yeah, you're all good. And I go, how much do I owe? And he goes, X amount. I'll pay it for you. I'm like, fucking G, mate. Fucking G. And I'll hang up. That's what I say. First mistake, the accountant. Second mistake, using Hermes to post important documents. Imagine. It's all online now anyway. Agreed, accountant fees mean I never have to add up. All I have to do is take a picture of my receipts, okay? I get my receipts, I take a little whoop, and then I'm done. That's it. End of the year. Right, here you go, mate. See you in a bit. Bye. It's great. All right, chat, if you what did I just do? I was pressing buttons and Task Manager appeared and disappeared. Anyway, if you ever run a business, just hire an accountant. It's just convenient. Convenient AF. Okay? There's like thousands of companies these days. It's so easy to open a company. It costs you 12 quid. But once you've got some money coming in and out, just pay someone else to do it. It's just like fucking, there's no point trying to get your head around it. It's awful. Awful. Oh, there's a... Why can't I open this picture? What's happening with Discord? I can't open this picture. Okay, nothing's working. Did I press something that I shouldn't have? Chat, my computer's being weird. I can't actually click up anything. I can't click anything. I can click around Discord. Is it because Task Manager? Let me open Task Manager. I can't actually click anything. My computer's being weird. End of the Discord task. Maybe Discord lagging. Okay, that's working now. I was trying to like open something and it, you know, like when you try and like open a tab, it just doesn't do anything. Right. HMRC remote access. Another reason you need a new computer. I do need a new computer. We've had one member today. It is a bit cringe. I'm gonna have to like stop streaming soon because it's getting a bit ridiculous. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. There we go. That's working. I think Discord lagged out and it lagged out my whole computer. There's a statement from War Cradle Stew, who I don't know who this is, but this is on Bolt and Chainsword, maybe. Hey, Steve, thanks so much. Oh, Steve, thanks very much for the gift of member. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, dude. Don't panic, Mr. Mainwaring. Everything's fine. We just had a delay in finalizing our account. As the largest independent hobby retailer in Europe, I mean, I believe that now. We have to have auditors check our accounts. You have to have them audited once you reach a certain size. These things take time, and unfortunately, if finishing up the paperwork goes overdue, there are automatic notices that trigger. Nothing to be worried about. The necessary paperwork should be sorted in the next few days or so. For myself and the 100 or so staff who make our business as great to be a part of this as it is. Ziggy! Ziggy, thank you so much for the 5. What the fuck, bro? Thank you so much. I just meant like people can gift one. That'd be cool. Thank you so much, bud. I really appreciate it. That's really kind of you. Stu and Ziggy and Mercenary as well for the original gifted. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I need to get like 10 members every single stream for me to be able to eat. So being able to get 7 is really cool.
Rejoined.
Thank you so much, mate. If you've just been gifted a membership, make sure you join our Discord.
Rejoined.
Which you can join now for because you are a member. You get free access for 30 days for behind the scenes stuff. It's basically our offline chat. It's where we chat about lists, tournaments, news, everything that's happening in our community. And it's the best way to chat to me when I'm not streaming. I do respond there all the time. You know, people have said it's the best Discord because I actually talk there, and I do actually talk there because I love it there. It's great. It's the best place to be on the internet. So thank you so much to Stu, Ziggy, and Mercenary for gifting memberships throughout. And if you've just been gifted membership, make sure you say a big fat thank you. Okay, sorry, let me catch up with what this was saying. We had a delay in finalizing our accounts. As the largest independent hobby retailer in Europe, we have to have auditors check our accounts because they're huge. And it's not because they're the largest one. It's because they're a massive company because they're making $6 million a year. These things take time. And unfortunately, if finished up paperwork goes overdue, there are automatic notices that trigger. Nothing to be worried about. The necessary paperwork should be sorted in the next few days. For myself and the 100 or so staff who make our business as great be a part of as it is, we're still surging ahead after our biggest and best year last year. Though this year looks to be a corker too. We have multiple brands including War Cradle Studios, and we have Armored Clash coming later this year, as well as a whole bunch of amazing new miniatures for Dystopian Wars and more. I probably say we're not going anywhere. So they're not just a shop, they're also a manufacturer, which is probably another way of making money. If anyone's going to Adepticon this year, just come find me and say, I saw you in the Gazette and I'll shout you a soda. Okay, there you go. So they're making so much money they can give out free pop in Adepticon. Sorry, but how is Whaling Game the biggest? I mean, we can find out, right? Thank you so much, Organ, for posting that. If you have the original link, that'd be so good. So you can have a look at the thread. If you go to Company's House, does Element Games have? So how much money does Element Games have? Cash in hand, cash at bank and in hand, 2.5. The Element Games are very big, but they're only just behind, you know. So it's Wayland and Element are the two biggest. Like Wayland probably ever so slightly peaks them out. Their balances sheet is a little bit different though, and more up to date as well. Guys, come be a Company's House nerd and tell me how much money they're making compared to Wayland. And then you're looking at turnover or profit or cash. With Element, bear in mind the owners of Greg and Byron have other companies, so it's not all the one banner. Yeah, Wayland seems to be one big banner compared to Element. They're still making a lot of money. They've still got 2.5 million in the bank. And 1.5 billion in assets, which is a lot of it will be stock. But Wayland on paper is bigger. What about Firestorm? I don't think Firestorm is going to be anywhere near as big, you know. Is it Firestorm Games? Isn't it weird that I can just go snooping in someone's account so easily? I think that's so odd. See, these guys don't have nearly as much money. They've only got 1.2 million in stock and liabilities in assets, whereas Element have 1.5. They spent $1 million in investments. What the fuck? I'm in the wrong job, lads. No wonder people want to. No wonder people want to like open hobby companies. They're making so much bank. So Firestorm and Element are close, but Element and Wayland are very close. But Wayland peaks out. But Wayland is an overarching company rather than Element, which is one aspect of a company, right? What you have to do is start looking at the people and see what they're all running. You know? Get on Dragon's Den. What about Darksphere? Good shout. I don't think they'll be anywhere near, right? They're much smaller. Just so you know, I'm not a financial expert. Their accounts are a bit older. Nah, mate. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. No wonder GW wants to curtail them all. Much more profit for GW. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, nowhere near. Good money. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, I'm not an expert in finance, but there's potentially the biggest company is Wayland, which is actually surprising considering. I think they're a good company. They seem to be doing well, but I also do hear a lot of complaints compared to other companies, you know? No financial advice, just tax evasion advice. Just a little bit of account dodging, that's all you need. I heard, allegedly. See if you can find it. Wayland issued. I want to find this thread. Wayland Games issued winding. Oh no, this. Bolt. I think it's Bolt. Is it Daka Daka or Bolton Chainsword? Yeah, it's Daka Daka. Oh, this is an accounting gaffe. Giving customers have outstanding orders to be fulfilled. The truth about Maelstrom. Oh. Oh. Shelving and stuff like that for Sanctuary when it first opened. The current tables they have now are from Hellstorm. They are now Creature Caster. Interesting. I thought Creature Caster were American. Then there have been perennial problems they seem to have with getting ready supply of stock, in particular Privateer Press over the last year or so. At first, I brought the fact that they were struggling to keep up with the demand, but that recently evaporated as a plausible reason when you looked at other stores and saw they weren't having the same issues Maelstrom games are having. Today, they posted a statement on their website, which replaces a holding statement and the website down for maintenance. So they went into liquidation. That's basically what that says. It seems that the internet rumor mill has indeed got it right, and it seems Maelstrom is indeed going to the wall with quite significant debt. So I strike a note of one here. This is Maelstrom Games version event, and although I've known for some time, as this was the situation, I'll be prepared to seek confirmation from the other party, namely Wayland Games and Simple Miniatures. What are we learning here? What's the twist? They've gone bust. Everyone knows they've gone bust. I know this is 12 years ago, but still. As I always said, I've known this situation for about a month or so. We can now apologise and I'm not in a position to confirm the state of affairs. And none of these individuals involved were willing to go onto the records over this. I encountered the fact that Wayland Games had purchased roughly 100,000 of Maelstrom debts to Simple Miniatures around the end of October. I spoke with the individuals at Maelstrom Games and Wayland Games about this and asked them to both clarify the situation and customers primarily. This didn't happen for various legal reasons, and given the litigious nature of the activity, I did not want to put my own financial ass on the line, as it were. What's the twist? The truth. God, 12-year-old news and it still sucks. Rubbish. Rubbish. Rubbish news. I'm sorry I wasted everyone's time with that. Breaking news 12 years ago. The big twist is the taxman always wins. The taxman does always win. Crazy. Crazy. Anyway, that's the main news. Is it Creature Cast a US company? I think it is, yeah. Maelstrom was a UK store. Creature is US. Death and taxes are only things certain in life. That's true. Anyway, can we talk about rice? No. Good news, valid business lessons. Don't not pay tax. Okay? That's the big one. That's the big one. Don't not pay tax. Huh. Don't not pay tax. That's what I said, didn't I? Wayland also bought the Firestorm Armada mod when that game died. Yeah, because they bought Spartan Games, essentially. As Dystopian Wars is by Wayland now, I think. As a publisher. I think because War Cradle is part of Wayland. War Cradle, Wayland. That's all one thing, right? Our trading names are Wayland Games Limited. Yeah. Warcradle.com and Warcradle Studios are trading names of Wayland Games. It's like a pseudonym, essentially. This is just the miniature side of Wayland Games. Because they make Wild West Exodus, Dystopian Wars, Last World, Firestorm Armada. Because they basically, when Spartan Games went bust, they bought them out. Or they bought all the games from them. It's Mia's Miniatures that are attached to Maelstrom. What's Mia's Miniatures? Mia's Miniatures. What is this? So what you do is you go company's house. House Mia's Miniatures. Then you go peep out there, account overdue as well. Robert Lane. Uh-huh. And there it is. He was the director of Maelstrom Games and then opened BS Miniatures. There you go. Easy as that. So yeah, BS Miniatures is like the new company of the director of Maelstrom Games. But what are all these other companies? How is he running all of these other companies at once? 6 companies at once. What's going on? Most of them aren't active though. Anyway, there's your news. BS Miniatures. Never heard of it. And the Sony miniature sites looks like they're made in 2003. I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard to get like a decent looking website. Even mine's decent, and it cost me like 200 quid. Eat businesses for breakfast. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. We'll be interested to see the breakdown between independent sockets and their own brand games. Yeah, there's I guess it's like you can be a bit sneaky. That's why like Wayland Games has got War Cradle, you know. To be like, we stock War Cradle, but it's just their own game. Any more obscure shit we can get Mikey to Google? Only if you become a member, Nigel YG, I'm afraid. I had my own LGS. Please don't look it up. Don't dox yourself in chat then. Is there any more news on the Peachy situation? Not really. There was an article yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Nick, can you remember what website it was, if you're still watching? If not, I'll find it in a second. Thegamer.com. Which I got the best breeding companions for Palworld off thegamer.com. But there's an article yesterday. I don't have WhatsApp open on my PC. Was it yesterday? You sent it me yesterday. I'm just wondering if it was yesterday. It's quite interesting that the Gamer wanted an article, but there you go. Peachy. 2 days ago. There you go. I used to be misquoted. Warm as Chris Peachy Peach on Games Workshop bad interviews and going solo. So he did an article in The Gamer, which is quite surprising. He's getting a lot of big press, to be fair. Hellstorm into breeding confirmed. Into Palworld breeding specifically. So we did an article here, and I'm not going to sit here and read all of it, because a lot of it you kind of know. He's kind of said it himself. But the interesting bit was... let me find it. Here. This bit. I think once a month I want to do one Star Wars video, one historical video. That could be Napoleonics, World War II orations, one 40k and one Age of Sigmar. So 4 videos a month, Star Wars, historical, 40k, Age of Sigmar. They might be shorts, they might be 4 long videos, but my disclaimer to this is it's taking me a while to learn editing, so it might be slightly less than a month to start with. The freedom is a stark contrast to his role at the painting phase, where he points out that 32 of his 43 painted guys were 40k. He wants to move away from the algorithm and have some fun building a community that likes him for his videos, whether he's painting Space Marine or donning his suit of armor and painting miniature to match his heraldry. So, obviously, we saw a statement from Peachy saying he didn't feel like he was an equal member, and it would always be driven by the vision of the original creator. I think with him also saying this, it's kind of him saying, I want to do historicals. Pat and Jeff wanted to stick to 40k, you know, which is fair enough, you know, like, I understand. If that is the case, I'm only reading into the information that's been put out online. I've not asked either of them. You know, I've spoken to them both. Not really about the situation, but like, I've spoken to them both since it all happened, but I've not spoken to them about the exact reasons, because ultimately I'd rather go off what's public rather than asking and like having to keep everything secret. I'd rather just go out talk about what they've said personally. But from the sounds of it, Painting Phase wants to stick to 40k because that's what's popular, which is understandable. And Peachy wants to do historical because he's passionate about historicals and Star Wars. Now, I think that they did do Star Wars videos, but I know at the time the Star Wars videos weren't doing so well. I was trying to help Pat with like the thumbnail and stuff like that for it and try to give him ideas because it wasn't doing so well. But they stuck to 40k content, and it looks like Peachy wants to branch out, and that might be a reason why he's gone out on his own. So this is probably the most up-to-date news since. Painting Phase did put out a chat video yesterday, and they didn't address Peachy whatsoever during the video, but they did leave a comment saying something along the lines of, "We've said what we've already said, we're going to leave it now." Which is also, I think, surprising. Personally, I think that's surprising. I think if I was in that situation, I would have just read out the statement that they'd already made and just said we're going to move on from now. But they didn't say anything, so that's up to them. Anyway, it's not for me to say what's right or wrong. But yeah, so Peachy wanted to branch out by the looks of it. That seems to be where the disagreement comes from. Peachy wanted to do a little bit more than 40k. Pat and Jeff saw dollar signs with 40k, which is fair enough because that's why I mostly cover 40k as well. You know. Yeah, that's true. The next bit, there's another little bit of news. Thanks, Stu. There's another little bit of news. Because our well-known and lovable director of Games Workshop's 40k, the lead rules writer, Stuart Black, has actually stopped being the lead rules writer. 1 week ago, he posted on LinkedIn, "I'm happy to share that I'm taking over new responsibilities as lead product development manager for 40k and Age of Sigmar at Games Workshop Ltd." So Stuart Black going from lead rules designer to product manager for 40k and Age of Sigmar means there'll probably be a new rules designer for 40k. Now, Stu Black, whilst he's basically was the face of 40k rules, it looks like that has been passed on to Josh Roberts now. And I think Stu Black had the right intention at heart. I just don't know some of the decisions it seemed to be making and some of the things that were coming out and then being said publicly were very different. So it's interesting that Stu's moved on to lead product development manager for 40k and Age of Sigmar, which I imagine basically means he's more talking about like the publishing of things, of the games, rather than like direct rules writing. Like, when's the rulebook coming out? Let's do help push the rulebook. What box sets are coming out, rather than that. Which is quite interesting. Time to put your app in, Mikey. If there's a lead rules developer for 40k, I will apply. I will apply, definitely. Right, okay. Lead rule developer. Anyway, I just saw someone. Oh yeah, Faces and Bases. Sorry, I'm doxing your name. Sorry, bro. I guess they were desperate to grow their channel, of course. Why wouldn't they? Peach probably wanted to do historical, which would get low views and allegedly hurt them in the eyes of the algorithm. Yeah, I understand. If that is the case, or what happened with the Painting Phase with Peachy, if that is the case, I totally get it. I understand, you know. I understand Peachy wanted to do his own thing because he's fed up of painting 40k stuff when he wants to paint historical stuff. But also I understand the worry from like the Painting Phase of like deviating too much. Because the problem is if you deviate, like your next video suffers, you know, which is a bit difficult. So I get it. I get it. That seems to be the case from the public statements that we've had and the 2 articles from Peachy. That seems to be the case. It all feels a bit weird looking in from the outside, but hopefully both parties find success. People immediately started into a bit of tribalism. I don't get why that's necessary. People love a bit of drama, that's why, mate. You know, people love a bit of drama and they want to know all the hot gossip. But it's better. I think it'd be nice if they were... Obviously, it would be nice if they just went, yeah, it's because I want to do historicals and they didn't, dickheads. You know, people want that. They want the fighting. But it's like you could go in and ask and then like get statements from each other and then it's just like gets a bit like drama-fied. But if people are coming out and saying stuff, then I think it's okay to analyze what they're saying, you know? I mean, Hellstorm equals drama. I like to look at these things. I think it's interesting. And sometimes people like to hear my opinion about these things, about what's going on, what could be happening, what isn't happening, what should be happening. And I like to think maybe people think I like to listen to my opinion about these things because, like, I feel like I have some very nuanced takes sometimes, you know? But, yeah, it's definitely interesting. And hopefully both channels succeed. You know, the podcast seemed off when I watch it. It's definitely going to feel a little bit weird initially, but they've been kind of releasing videos without Peachy for a little bit of a little while now. They obviously released those 2 painting videos last week. They've been doing podcasts for like a few weeks. It's been like 2 months since Peachy was on a podcast, you know. Given that 4K and AOS have become more similar each edition, guess it makes sense that there'd be one lead at the top of both. Yeah, I agree. It's a shame that the algorithm so heavily influences people's content and lives. The thing is with it, is the algorithm is used as like a bit of a shield. I think. The term algorithm is used as a bit of a shield. What they mean is, because the algorithm isn't like a, oh, I only watch this because of the algorithm. You know, if you think about it from a consumer perspective, people aren't the algorithm. They say feeding the algorithm, you know, doing it for the algorithm. What they're basically saying is they're doing it because it's popular. You know, they're doing something because it's popular. The reason you're feeding the algorithm is because more people are interested in that topic. So more people are being fed that information, you know. It's not like it sounds funny when everyone says it and they get really like strung up on like, oh god, not the algorithm again. But the algorithm is a product by YouTube that is designed to feed people things that they like. If they don't like something and they are fed it, they won't click it, which means it won't be fed into the algorithm. It just means it's not as popular. You know, if you put out a 40k video and you put out a historical video, the chances are the 40k video is going to do better. It's not because it's better for the algorithm. It's, you could put out the same video with almost the same title, but one topic is 40k, one topic is historical. In this regard, in this example, the 40k one is going to hit the algorithm better because more people are interested because it's a bigger game, and less people are going to click the historical one because it's not as popular. Especially because historical is like a bundle of even smaller games in there. It's not one game. You know? That's the thing. It's like people say like, oh, the algorithm this, the algorithm that. What they basically mean is the popularity of something, you know? No, but hopefully I know like you said it face and face. I'm not like trying to pick on you in particular. I just see that said all the time and I always think it's a bit funny because like the reason for it is that we are making content for an audience and the audience has to be there for it to be interesting, for it to get views. And if you're making content that doesn't have as large audience, it's not that it's not hitting the algorithm, it's that there's less people interested, so it's not being fed to as many people, you know? Good point for the creative side. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Thanks for bringing it up as well. I think it's a good conversation. But basically, that we're all feeding an algorithm because what we're doing, we're trying to feed something that's popular. Because if we feed something that's popular, it's going to be sent to more people, you know? Liam from Liam Dempsey won't use his main channel to do hobby streams. He uses Twitch because he said he was worried about the algorithm will punish his main views for low hobby video views. I don't know how much I should say, but I would be very aware that lots of YouTubers are suddenly jumping on Twitch for no reason. Especially when Twitch has got so much bad rep. There might be something else there rather than just worrying about an algorithm. Especially the way making that content before. YouTube wants to promote videos that are going to do well as that is better for them too. Yeah, exactly. The whole reason we have an algorithm and the whole thing that YouTube wants is watch time. They want you to stay on the platform watching content for as long as possible. Because the longer you watch, the more likely you're going to click another video. The more likely that you're going to see an ad. You're more likely, if you got premium, you're going to hit more ad times. Like, the whole reason YouTube wants you on the platform is they want you to see adverts. That's how it works, you know? Lynn said they were paying him. And that might be why he's doing hobby streams, if he said that publicly. I didn't know if he'd said that publicly. Liam said they were also paying him and he used the hobby streams to fill the contracted time he need to fill. It sounds like he's just streaming for the sake of it then, because he's being paid rather than wanting to make hobby content that just so happens doesn't do so well. I'm just going off what you've said. YouTubers are jumping onto Twitch. Twitch streamers are jumping onto YouTube. Yeah, like, Twitch is making some really weird choices. Now, I have been considering, I'm streaming the Goonhammer Open next weekend. I am tempted to multi-stream to Twitch at the same time, just so I can sit at the top of Warhammer category on Twitch. But I'm not sure, you know. As I said, I always mention there's a YouTuber I watch. That's what he's doing for his like big events, and I'm tempted for like big stream events to stream it on Twitch because as well as YouTube. Because what happened at the All Stars, if you remember, what happened at the All Stars was that YouTube live streaming went down, you know, which like really killed it. The last two games in the final weren't on YouTube. I streamed them to Twitch because the platform, that YouTube went down. So I'm tempted by that just because of past trauma, essentially, to potentially stream onto both YouTube and Twitch at the same time for big event things I'm doing, like big event streams. Purely because I'll likely sit high in the Twitch category, which is good. Because obviously then I'll be able to grow there. And then more people will come over to YouTube by dragging them off Twitch who haven't found me yet. But also, if one of the platforms goes down, I'm still live on another one. Which is kind of like what I'm thinking. Speaking of Twitch, very weird crossover. Project Melody is doing a Warhammer painting stream. What's Project Melody? Is it happening now? We have the new stream PC by then. No, I'm kind of desperate for this new PC for next week, but I don't have it yet.
Looking really...
I just used Rob to get to the Warhammer category. I don't see anything called Project Melody. Never mind. The VTuber that also did cam girl stuff made big news when she started. Oh, okay. I've not heard of it, bud. I feel like a lot of the one based on YouTube, a lot of the audience is quite old compared to Twitch viewers. Yeah, like, Twitch is like a really interesting one. Because I think there's like two very different audiences on Twitch and YouTube. Well, yeah, I was tempted for the big stream. For the big streams, like streaming tournaments, I might multi-stream. Not right now, but they have a multi-thousand audience. Interesting. Twitch is full of degens. Aren't we all degens, really? You know? Aren't we all degens at the end of the day? Speak for yourself. Anyway, so we talked about Peachy. So Stu Black is moving over to be the lead product developer for Warhammer and Age of Sigmar. So I imagine there's going to be some similarities to how 40k is managed compared to Age of Sigmar in the next few months. Speak for yourself. I'm pure unsullied. I could get yourself a hot Bishonen anime VTuber avatar, make yourself a fucking fortune. Maybe, because I saw how much money those fucking the VTuber dramas have been like making. I don't know if you've been keeping up, but there's like a big VTuber company that's like using VTubers to make statements about another VTuber that left, but that other VTuber that's left making like fucking bank. Like 200,000 live viewers after not uploading for 6 months. Crazy shit. Is it Ninjansen or something? Ninjan and VTuber. I don't remember. I feel for streaming, Twitch is much easier to find new creators for a section you're interested in. I always find it a bit janky to navigate YouTube lives. Yeah, that's the thing with Twitch. To find new people, it's much easier to like find like a new Warhammer streamer. However, with Twitch, you are more likely to be pushed into the top viewers. That's just how Twitch works. Whereas YouTube, to find a new streamer, the best way to find it is to find a video, and then be like, oh, they actually live stream as well. Niji Sanji, thank you, Anime Man. Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with the Niji Sanji, but just via Critical mostly. I'm not so hot on AOS, but it seems like for a casual observer that it's not as well managed. I don't really know. Like, what would you say is not really well managed? Twitch ads are worse than YouTube. They are. Yeah. Twitch ads are bad. But yeah, the last Twitch, I don't even know if they'll be on there. They're not. That's quite funny. For some reason, because I've like had a really weird relationship with Twitch the past couple of years. Because I started on Twitch, right? But what's funny is I streamed the final and the semi-final on Twitch, and it hasn't saved it, but it has saved a 2.5 hour playthrough of Crisis Core.
These characters are actually perfectly fine against each other.
As you can see. What a great game. But why is it saved Crisis Core from... Not from 4 months ago. That's when I streamed the Super All-Stars. Why is it from December 2022? Why is it saved this one stream, but not any others?
That is sick.
Oh, Judge is painting over a Charmander. That's cool.
So good.
That's so odd. Anyway, that's very weird. And then one clip. Having enough terrain, but also having terrain that looks good. Like this game is, I won't lie, it's pretty basic. I'm pretty much spraying it colours and that's funny. having enough terrain, but also having terrain that looks good. Like this is... Like this, gamers, I won't lie. It's pretty basic. I'm pretty much spraying it colours and... That's fucking brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. That's so good. Why is it only showing one fucking video? That's what I don't get. Past broadcasts. Like clips. All time. I like how my most viewed clip is the dumb roll at LGT Invitational. That's when they closed the venue and then tried to say they didn't. Classic. Classic moments here. Speaking of bases, look at this freehand.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Or is it cardboard? I don't know. Why is it
It's
1.5?
a
Cereal. Is this Captain? Is this cereal? What's going on? I was like, wow, look at this.
Oh, you completely blown his mind. It's going to be some sort of like not cocoa, like cornflakes or something.
I was like, wow, why is there a giant purple wing on the base? And then I was like, wait a minute, why is there cereal on the base? Why is that? Classic. A ball. Speaking of base. The side of a ball. I thought, when I first saw this, I thought it was a free-handed wing. I didn't understand why they'd free-handed a wing. Hands up if you had Hellstormwargaming clip show for today's stream. I didn't, but here we are. Which is also very stacked weirdly, so like a very small percent will be pull like 90% of viewer base. Yeah, because when you go on a category, it shows you the highest viewed, you know, the most viewed at the time. It's the highest viewers. That's why like people on Twitch who are big will continue to grow and small viewers won't. But arguably, if you're looking for someone new, you can go to the category and force yourself to look at other viewers. That's fine. But like, if you just go to Warhammer to look for something, you click on the most viewed channel. Also, people moving from Twitch to YouTube is the big contract being paid, but people moving from YouTube to Twitch seems to be smaller creators that are wanted to be or can't be asked to edit videos. Yeah, that's literally it. That's literally it. Having enough terrain, but also having terrain that looks good. Like this is 7 years. Look, I'm OG Twitch. Look, oh my god, look at me there. Where's the beard, bro? Bro, look at that fucking dog awful chin. Look at it. Look at the logo. Oh god, this stream's so bad. Can't lay it down because it's still drying. I'm using a Turtle Beach headset to talk. I am OG when it comes to streaming, okay? Don't let anyone tell you that I'm not OG, because I am. Okay? Some of the feathers in the back. Feathers in the back say yeah. Oh my god, I'm going to turn this off. This is so cringe. Oh god, that is so cringe. Feathers in the back say yeah. Oh no. Clipped by me. What if he's sick? I hate it so much. Oh no, bro. Oh, no, bro. Oh, that was cringe. How do I unsubscribe? What else have we got? 1 in 1,296. This was funny, to be fair.
No, what's happened?
No way. So we had a double. This is big. This is big. No. Those paladins went for the charge on the Chaplain Dread. No, all of Watch missed. Then they rolled the charge. Double one. He re-rolled with first of the fray. Double one again.
No.
That is huge.
Innis is sat. Let's see if we can get. We've got to get this.
Can we get this on the side view?
There he is.
Oh,
there's Innis.
oh my days.
Oh, did you see him? Innis absolutely fucking moulded in the corner.
Oh my days. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, what going on?
He rolled a double one for a charge, needed a 3, re-rolled it, got another double one, lost the game. Hilarious shit. Niall, thanks for the membership, mate. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, bud. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you so much. Oh, man, that's funny. That's very funny. Anyway. Look, I'm OG. Look how old these clips are. 6 years ago. 5 years ago, Gibraltar GT. Oh my god. Mikey's message to his viewers. That sounds... Why is it... Twitch is fucked. What's going off? Why is it doing this? Also, Twitch Prime is a big incentive for smaller streams. True. Where did that clip go? I've literally played everything, Anna. I've played Cursed City. I've played The Hobbit. I've played Underworld. I've literally tried it all. Where was that clip that said something like, Mikey addresses his chat? Dear Games Workshop. I wonder what I was saying here.
Who was it? Somebody.
Oh, the app wasn't working.
This to Games Workshop. Like, record this, guys, right now. And just send
Just send him a link to the screen.
Yeah, just send him a link to the stream.
Bring Warhammer Official over here right now.
This bullshit.
Just get James Workshop in here to fix everything.
Yeah, look, I'll close the app. And then that's it. Nothing.
Have you tried turning your phone upside down? And then
The app was fucked. Anyway, rewatch Old Streets Member Goal. That was funny. I played Blood Bowl as well. I've played Blood Bowl, dog shit. Hate that game. I played it all. I played it all on stream. Now that's what I don't. That's the problem with YouTube, right? It doesn't have clips. It does, but I can't see them. There's no way for me to see a clip that someone's made, which is a bit annoying. It'd be really cool if I could, like, if you guys made a clip, I could see the clips, like, on Twitch. Because you lose all of these golden moments to, like, a 3-hour stream, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, maybe we should, like, watch old cringe clips as a member goal. I know, watch some, but... Anyway, so I was thinking about multi-streaming on Twitch for events, just because, like, YouTube can knock you down, can go down, which is a bit of a shame. And vice versa as well. But anyway, chat. Anyway. That is all the news I've got for you today. I don't have any other news. Blood Bowl is the least interesting game in the world. It's the only game Ben and Josh play now. So any family group stuff or group chat, it's just those two trying to get me to play that garbage. I hated it, mate. I hated it. I didn't have a very good demo game, but it also just didn't seem it didn't seem very good. BB is great. Nick, it's not. It isn't. It just isn't. Anyway, I was going to watch a video about Total War Warhammer 3 because, like, the reviews are going down, but I'm going to have to go because, like I said, I've got a really big project. I'll preview. There's a spoiler somewhere in this room about the big project that's coming out this week, hopefully. But I've got to finish it today, and I've got, like, a lot of work to do. I spent approximately 6 hours yesterday working on 1 minute of footage. So it is going a little bit slower than I was hoping. More printing. Also, Kirioff, if you release a video today about a Tyranid float, about Stuart Black, about Peachy, I am going to sue you. Okay? The old world painting video is amazing, by the way. I'm glad. That old world painting video didn't do as well as I was hoping. I was really gutted, actually. Yeah, I was actually really gutted because I spent quite a lot of time getting that together and it didn't do so well. What's it got? 4,000 views. Like, compared to, like, the Legions Imperialis one that got 30? Man, I wanted, like, 12. Yeah, it was really gutted. I thought it was a great video. Well, maybe, I don't know if it's the channel, I don't know if it's the thumbnail's not very good. I thought the thumbnail was really fun. I thought the thumbnail was good. But maybe it's shit. Chat, if you could remake this thumbnail, what would you do? Realised my head was getting cut off. Chat, if you could remake this thumbnail, if you were a YouTuber, and you had this thumbnail, what would you do with it? Why is that happening? That's weird. Never mind. Because I don't know. I thought it was a good thumbnail. I thought the title was good. Put Squidmar's face on it. I do you facing off against the other guys like a Mr. Beast thumbnail. Has Mr. Beast done a facing off thumbnail? I don't think he has. I don't think he has anyone else in his thumbnails, right? Hardly. One other person. We like this one. But you facing off against Squidmar, I know. Yeah, I thought it was a good thumbnail. I've changed the titles a few times, but like, it's not doing great. I had something like, can three gamers paint old world faster than a pro, or better than a pro? And then I changed it to who can paint the old world better. And then I put this is within the entire thumbnail. But I thought it took me quite a while to design this thumbnail. I thought it was really good. Maybe I need that fucking white background backdrop thing. Should I do that? Maybe it's the background. Shall I change it and see what happens? Let's do it. Fuck it. The video's doing shit anyway. Right, we need that. What's his best one for that sort of background? Right, every Squidmar thumbnail has that, okay? Squidmar, I'm yoinking, okay? I do not even care. Every Squidmar video has that as the background. Doesn't matter what video he does. It's the same background. It's a white circle with a slight gradient in the background. Let's do it. Okay. I don't even care anymore. This video's fucking flopped. Right, okay, so we need a gradient. We need like a center gradient. Do I... there's one. That's not what we want. We want that in the middle. We want the two colors to be... How do I change... Let me change it. Grey. That one. Oh, that's close. That's pretty close. How come I can't edit the gradient? Bazinga. Smashed it. Right, okay. And then we'll bring that up to the top so it's out of the way of everything. And we need a white circle. Right, let's just double check. White circle. Oh, let me make two. It's a green outline. That's no good. No green outline, no stroke. Is that the same? Did I do it? Yeah. That's it. Put your head on Squidman's boggy. But should I just like copy this thumbnail verbatim? That's not even his hand, by the way. That's not even his hand. Right, you take those two. Bam. Is that a better thumbnail, chat? Is that a better thumbnail? Because I need another gradient in the white circle. Is there another gradient? I don't think there is. Oh, there's an ever so slight gradient. Okay. We can do that. We can do that. We can just add a gradient to the circle. We need a different color. I don't know why can't I change these gradients? I don't know why that keeps flashing either. Sorry. That should help. OBS keeps making my screen flicker for some reason. New gradient preset. There we go. Let's try that. No, I can't. Why can't I edit the gradient? What the fuck? I don't need red. Am I going mad? Well, Henry Cavill peeking from the side. Gradient controls. New gradient preset. I just add in them, but then I can't edit them. Append default gradient. No. What the? I've never had this problem ever before. Why am I suddenly having this problem? Why can't I... Someone with Photoshop, someone tell me what I'm doing wrong. Why can't I edit this fucking gradient? Oh, fuck, I'm going to do it a different way. Gradient overlay. There we go. That'll do. Style radial, and then we'll reverse it. Reverse. And then we'll make it smaller, bigger. Is that a better thumbnail? Under the chat. It wasn't under the chat though. Gradient. Do I have to do it here? That's stupid. I've done it anyway. I'll do it with an overlay. Right, chat, that's the new thumbnail. It literally looks the same. It looks the same. All I've done is change the background. Does the background make that much of a difference? I feel like it doesn't. What's not moving the other bit? Oh, it's not. That's why. If in doubt, gradient overlay, literally. It does make a difference. I mean, it's technically different. But does it make it better? Does this mean the video's more watchable than this one? All I need is the reflective table now. Should I get the reflective table in? What else have they done? Literally nothing. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Now we just clean lines. Yeah, technically different. All right, I agree. It is technically different. Is it different enough that it's going to get more views on the video? No. Test 2. Right, chat, new title. Let's go. What would Squidman call it? God, sorry about thumbnails there. Cringe. Cringe AF. Right, okay, let's do it. Let's add it. Who can paint the old world better? Edit video. Random hands on the side as well. I'm holding a paintbrush in my mouth. I can't... If you add too much, it will be too full. I'm changing the background because clearly the background is the problem. He said ironically. Right. Squidward, what would you call this sort of video? I tried to paint faster than 3 people and lost money. That is a good title. That's a good title, actually. I tried to paint Old World better than 3 people and lost money. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the title. That one did okay, 250k. It's one of his better ones in the past 3 months. Obviously, Wish did great. He stole that from me. I've used that before. Day number 4 with the smoky eyes and the paintbrush. I've done that. Do you have a dedicated thumbnail Photoshop? And if so, how busy? I have a folder. I have a Photoshop folder. I lost money. I think that's it. That's what we'll do. I've updated the thumbnail. I've updated the title. Okay. Is there any other changes you make to the thumbnail, chat? You have a single file, Kira, that's mental. To be fair, though, all of my thumbnails are iterations of a previous one. So, for example, just for leaking. So my thumbnails, so they're all iterations of the previous one. So when I make a new thumbnail, for example, like this one that I used today, that is a copy of this one, which is a copy of this one, which is a copy of this one. So it's like iterations because I use elements from them. But I have every single one. So if I need to yoink from an old thumbnail, I have it. They're all there. You know, you see all the different types of thumbnails I've had to make. You know, where I've made multiple, like the bricky one. I made multiple to try them out. Didn't like it. Added bits. So I have every iteration, basically. I'm on 697 unnamed layers. That's disgusting. Was that whole stream the other day about smaller YouTubers stealing from bigger ones being okay? Just prelude to this. Yes, literally. He's prepping his plagiarism defense. I never changed my tune. And it's not stealing. It's I borrowed it. You know? I borrowed it. Okay? Look. I tried making a living painting your weird Warhammer and lost money. Okay? Is not the same as I tried to paint Old World better than 3 people and lost money. That's like, that's a yoink and twist, okay? The yoink is and lost money, because I yoinked it from there. But I didn't try and paint weird Warhammer. I was trying to paint the Old World. There's the twist, okay? There's the twist. The yoink and the twist. Not the yoink, full stop. Yoink. And twist. There's the twist. Very different video. Okay. Guys, update on YouTube. That'll be your cookies, I imagine. The fucking title. I'm a tax evasion expert. It's brilliant. I probably need to change the title. Oh, it's not actually hasn't updated yet.
Somehow they have.
Did it update here? No. What the fuck, YouTube? What's going on? Is a yoke and twist a legal term or a sex ask? Sex ask. Yes. Yes is the answer. Good designers take inspiration from their peers, literally. Okay. It's a very different video, very different thumbnail. The only similarity is the background, okay? Anyway, chat. It's 12. I'm going to have to go. I'm not painting today. I was going to paint until 2. I've got a really big video that's coming out, hopefully this week. 1.2 gigabytes for my thumbnail. Carry off, sort it out, mate. To be fair, how big is this folder? 25 gig. To be fair, the folder's 25 gig that I have, but it's like hundreds of thumbnails. It's hundreds and hundreds of thumbnails. You know? What did I screenshot this for? Oh, okay, that was it. It's also organized. It's kind of organized. It is just sorted by latest. But what if I make a thumbnail and I'm like, oh, I need that thumbnail face again? Do you have to like go through and find it? What's going on? You know, if I'm like, oh yeah, that thumbnail from like 3 years ago is really good. Oh yeah, I wanted to borrow this. Don't do this font. How do you find it? What if I'm like, I want to use me in the swimming pool? How do you find it? You know? Or like, oh look, banger thumbnail. I'm going to use that again. I just make whatever I need second or 10th time. That sounds very... How can I say this? Very... It sounds like you spend a lot of time making thumbnails. Which you should do. Just a folder of exasperated faces. Look at all these thumbnail faces I can use again. I can't use these ones though. These are like off limits now. Because I've got the wrong hair colour. From here onwards, all good. Okay, I'm all good. But if I go too far back, I've got the wrong hair colour, so it doesn't work. But what did I use the other day? I used this one quite a lot. I used this one quite a lot. I don't like that one. I use this one from Bolt Gun quite a lot. I love this one. 80 plus indirect damage face. That one works great. I've used that one for Midwinter Minis. I've used that one for Bricky. That one, again. I can get away with pink. I can't go with brown now. Stupid, wasteful. I didn't say any of that. You did. But like every thumbnail that I've made is here, pretty much. I think I deleted some really old ones. But these are my live or video thumbnails. And then I have my battle report thumbnails. Which are obviously a little bit different. Alright, not a lot of people care about this, so sorry everyone. But my live and battle report thumbnails are all here as well, if I need them. But I got rid of loads because they were a bit shit, but I've updated them to be like what I think is quite nice. But not very. Anyway. We should have a stream where we help you make thumbnail pics. Oh, that would be awful. That would be awful. Anyway, remind me next Wednesday about the video thumbnail change, and we'll have a look at the graph, okay? Because if we have a look at the analytics now, not great. Not brilliant. Pretty rubbish, actually. Watch time, great. People who did watch for a while, okay? 22 subscribers, nice. 15 quid, pretty dog poo. However, it's flatline. Look, it's not gained views. Now, if this goes whoop up into the sky, up into the atmosphere, okay, I'll be like, mate, Screen Bar was on something. So we'll only know, okay, in a week. We'll give it 1 week to see what happens. That sweet 15 quid can pay for the cooking stream. Yeah, literally. Excuse me. So, if this goes really well, every thumbnail will have a Squidmar background. If it smashes the views, I worry you'll quit. I won't quit. I'll just be flabbergasted. Flabbergasted is probably the better word. You know? I've been really shit at releasing videos. I've not released a video in 16 days. So I need to go... Excuse me. I need to go and finish this other video so I can get that one out. I'll have to watch it again. You know? It'll continue to grow in views. You won't be able to spike it on your own. I'm talking like 10,000 views type crazy shit. Okay? But I've got to go eat. I've got to go edit, okay? As I said, the first 5 minutes of the video I finished, but the first one of the minutes took me 6 hours. 16 days, you're like the next Miniac. Thanks, mate. If it does well, Mackie will do a Swedish accent. I will not do that. However, thank you so much for hanging out today. Thank you to everyone who's become a member. Again, I'm trying to hit 10 members or 10 to 15 members every stream so I can actually eat. And I've currently hit 8. So thank you, everyone who helped me hit 8. This goal will be going because it's not working clearly. So I'll be losing the Hero Quest playthrough stream. Stream goal. Change your name to Emil. But it's been fun. It's been emotional today. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the news was a bit janky. We had quite a lot of little things to go over rather than one big thing. But it's been fun. So I'll be back Friday for the K's cooking stream at 8 PM Friday. If you haven't voted already, then make sure you get on video suggestions in the Discord and go and vote for the K's cooking video. I will be following on Friday. It's looking like it's going to be special fried rice. If you'd like to change that or solidify the win, then make sure you go vote. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. I love you, and goodbye.